Hey there, Dan here with the Freedom Provider, coming to you today with a third video on Viddyoze. We're going to look at the program and how quickly we can create a video that's customizable for us. So without further ado, let's jump to it. Okay, so here we are with the Viddyoze program loaded on our web browser, and with this, this is kind of what you come to as a Viddyoze user. And in here you will see all kinds of logos that you can pull from, and they will give you a little preview when you overlay over top of them. There are lots of videos here that I have room to pull from, and you can go to the latest templates, which will take us to what they've most recently released. There is the category where we have our alpha, background, extended, intro, live action, all kinds of stuff. Most of their stuff fall under logos, but they do have a lot of other features for social and alpha channels, which are great to integrate your live videos into as well. And then you can also filter by duration. You can filter by customization options, and also ratings if the video has reviews, which not too many. I found that as looking through here, not too many people do these. So you can also sort by oldest, newest, popular, feedback, and others. So that's your filters. But then you can also do a search thing here, and you can put in like a topic. You can see here I got a couple different types of topics already put in here. But since it is the spirit of Halloween, let's just do Halloween and see what we get. So we're going to search for this, hit it again, there we go. Okay, so we have kind of some just dark titles, but then we have these really Halloween themed titles. Halloween castle logo, a cemetery, which is kind of cool. And your logo pops up out of the grave, kind of neat. And then there's just dark clouds and all that other stuff. So just a quick overview when we're looking at these, if you have like here, this one here, creative smoke, you have a total of 4 images that you can add into your videos. You would have 3 texts. There is a sample sound that come with it, and there's 2 colors that you can customize. So with and this, if you have your media ready to go, it's pretty quickly and easy to do this. I'm going to do this campfire one, which is kind of cool. I like the fire, and I like how it kind of burns in. So we're going to click on customize. And we can see here that it doesn't have any reviews. It's 10 seconds long, and it was added 3 years ago. So this logo's been around for a little while. So it tells you what your similar stuff that what we looked at earlier. And I'm going to hit customize this video. It's going to take me to the customization page. Now it's going to recommend the types of files that it wants you to look at. So it wants you to pull up either a JPEG or a PNG file. Minimum recommended is 2048 pixels, width or height, and then your max is 3 megabytes. So these are just limitations, or recommended sizes. So I'm just going to load up my logo and see how this looks. So since I have a logo and text, we'll go to my logo, and let's do my logo large. And this is a JPEG file. We'll do that. Open. Next step, we'll type in the name of my company and the name of my channel. Go to next. So you can choose kind of all these different, you can have your text animated. I like the flame. Let's make the flame color a little more orange. Fog, I want to go with maybe a lighter blue. I don't know. Choose that. And I'm just going to leave the text colors the same. So we'll hit the next steps. And right now it's generating a preview. If you had Pro, you could get a watermark so that way your stuff isn't copied. Okay, and so here is, my logo is pretty simple and it has this strong white background. So you can kind of see how it's going to burn in. And there you go. Not too happy with that. So I could, if I wanted to, I could create this video, or I could try something different, which I may try to do that here. So what I'm going to do is, if I don't like this, I can change it by just going back to the images page, and I can select a logo that I want to use. So that's going to open up my logo page again, that I'm going to do a white logo with the background removed, and then it'll be more transparent. We'll just check our next steps. We got everything the same, and let's take a peek. Now you just wait here for it to do its render, and it's going to give you, okay, cool. I like this a lot better. It looks cool, like this is just levitating. So I'm just going to give this a shot. We're going to create the video, and it's going to then go through this process of rendering the video, so that it'll give us this progress bar as we render. Keep in mind this is all web-based, so it's not like you can leverage the power of your local computer to do this job. What we're doing is utilizing whatever the video servers are, and those servers are probably, I would imagine, handling anybody who's requesting to use their service at the time. So it could be rather slow, or it could be just fine. So kind of trying to keep an eye on this to see where we stand, and how long it takes for us to render. Watching this render is going to be like watching paint dry, which is great. That they give you the option to, they'll email you when this is done, or if you leave this open and navigate somewhere else and start working on other things, it will open up a window when it is ready to download and save onto your computer, which is kind of cool. And if you are a template user, you will not only be able to get a render of the video in like a MOV file for the files that are have transparencies in them, but you'll get an MP4 for anything else. And then if you're a template user, you can also get them in a GIF format, which is super cool. You don't have to, they just provide it right away, and you can grab those as soon as you're ready. So as this is rendering, we're just going to kind of let this go and see how long it turns out to be. I might speed this up. Most of the time I've had no problems with renders. They take anywhere from I don't know, anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes or so. Some of the ones that are a little bit more elaborate, that have multiple photos in them, will take a little bit longer for them to render. But per their website, in the kind of help section and stuff, they kind of address some frequently asked questions, and anything that's longer than 25 minutes or 30 minutes for a render time is kind of unusual for them. And if you go beyond that for waiting for your stuff to render, then they say that your render is probably stuck and you need to redo it. So I had that happen one time with one of my videos, and I think it was because a lot of the images that I was using were not the right proportions and sizes that were recommended. Sometimes it scales them and fits okay, but I was pulling a lot of media from different sources, from social, from cell phones, and from older images that were scaled and taken differently. So I kind of expected to have a little bit of problems with sourcing those images and getting the server to update. So thankfully I had saved everything in my layout, because it was kind of a complex video, and yeah, it worked out just fine getting that to having to put all the images back in, and the text and all that. So I would say if you have a large project and you have a lot of different file types or sizes that maybe are under spec'd, that might be too small, or something that you have to snag from a website or social media in order to put it into your videos, maybe the client's giving you that information, just make sure you save your process and have all your texts written out of what you want to put into some of your more complex videos, so that way if you ever encounter that stuck feature, you wouldn't have any problems just punching everything back in. So so we're about 4 or 5 minutes into this. I'm not throwing up a timer or counting down. I'm just kind of keeping an eyeball on the time and how long it takes to get this rendered. Yeah, let's speed this up and get to the end of this render time. Okay, so that took about 12 minutes for this video to be completely rendered and ready for download. I've saved that file, and we'll look at it here for a second. I have this option here. When I click this, it's just going to prompt the window to download download it again. But if I move over to my account, let's see. All right, so in here it has my template users. It has some videos that I've created up to this point, and right here we have this download video, and it gives us this option, and this is where you would get your animated GIF or your MP4. So with that said, that's where you would find your videos. Keep in mind that this your videos section is very temporary. Once you download your video, once your video is done rendered, download it, save it to your hard drive, computer, whatever, because if you don't use videos for a certain amount of time, this is like a temporary folder, and it will kind of cycle out and clear out. So you're not paying for any type of online storage or server space storage for videos. You are paying for the process of them creating these templates that you can then insert your graphic or your customer's graphic into it to create videos. So with these cool animations, it works great for social media. They got a lot of social stuff in here, and a lot of stuff that you could utilize in your YouTube videos. So without further ado, let's take a look at the video that I just made and see how it looks. Okay, so that is my review on how to use Viddyoze. There are some tutorials on how to properly search for videos in the Viddyoze platform so that you can find exactly what you're looking for and what might best fit your needs. What I did is I used that search feature to find a few of the sample videos I liked, and then I also did a lot of browsing and favorited the certain videos that I thought I would like the most first, and then I started working with punching in my logos and seeing how it would fit best. I would recommend, if you're using your own logo or a customer's logo, to have maybe two different types that are fairly large in size and of good quality, but also having one with like a transparency so that the background is cleared out, so you can kind of have options to see what it looks like with or without the background in the logo. So this is from a layman's perspective too. I am no graphic designer, and that's kind of why I like Viddyoze, because quite honestly, it would cost the same amount of money for me to either buy a graphic design program, or I'd have to have like a monthly subscription, and then on top of that have to spend all the time and effort and energy to learn how to do the program, where here it was pretty simple, that anybody could purchase the Viddyoze service, upload your logo, and within a few clicks you have a really nice animated video. And that is why I like this service. If you're really into video production from a graphical standpoint, well, you might think that this is not worth it. But for me, and there's a huge populace of people out there that really aren't, they need to add that, you need to add that flair to your videos without having to spend all the time and effort it takes to render or use a program and learn a program and design it the way you want. Here you can use Viddyoze and quickly punch in your logo, and you're off to the races. You hit render, and you don't have to watch it render like we did in this video. You can go off and do your own stuff, and you'll get an email notification when it's done. So super cool, super easy. I highly recommend you checking it out. If you click on the link below, thefreedomprovider.com/Viddyoze, there's a discount on that package if you're interested in checking it out. What do you think of Viddyoze? Is it right for you? Is it something that you'd be interested in looking in? And give me your thoughts, your feedback on it. There's, in the template club, there's I think over 700 different templates and more being created every month. So that's kind of a cool add-on feature, maybe add-on price as well, but it's really nice to have those options, especially if you're doing this on a regular basis. This is Dan with the Freedom Provider. Thanks for watching. I hope you found value in this video. Consider hitting the like button and subscribing for more videos like this. Thanks a lot.